This is ITV News at 10 with Julie Etchingham.
Well, politicians here may be wary of alarming the public about what, if any, shortages could be down the line as a result of this war. The message has broadly been one of keep calm and carry on. But in Australia, which is much more reliant on Gulf diesel, government there is actively managing shortages now. With some businesses facing going to the wall, they don't have much choice.
The three most vital supplies for farmers in Australia's outback are fuel, fertiliser and feed for the animals. At Jim Watt's dairy farm in Queensland, he's running low on all three. He's been forced to ration diesel, cut back on how many feeds he gives his cattle, and he can't afford fertiliser, so he hasn't sown his oat crop for this season.
Usually we feed our cows every day of the week with a dry ration. Lately we haven't been doing that because of the diesel prices, and we've just been using the green feed in the paddock. But when you do that, automatically your milk production goes down because they're not getting their minerals and dry fibre, you know.
Australia is one of the biggest diesel consumers in the world. The Iran war has sent fuel costs to record highs, and hundreds of petrol stations have run dry. The Prime Minister has announced additional emergency measures, including interest-free loans for businesses in the country's critical supply chains.
This is a testing time for our nation. The war in the Middle East has caused the biggest increase in petrol and diesel prices in history.
You're a front seat only driver.
Wendy is one of the thousands supported by Transit Care. It provides transport for the elderly, disabled people and those who can't access public transport or afford it.
Transit Care, Sam speaking.
The vast distances Australians often need to travel to access shops and services is why this fuel crisis is biting so hard.
As a community transport provider, we operate on very thin margins. So when the fuel price goes up, it affects our bottom line immediately. Right now, we're experiencing an increase of more than $45,000 per month in fuel prices alone. That's enough to send us into the red by the end of this financial year.
One fuel industry potentially set to gain is coal. Production in Australia has been ramped up to help South Korea and Japan, who are facing major gas shortages. It's an emergency fix which could set back the region's climate targets. For Jim, saving his farm is the priority. He was hoping his son would be the fourth generation to take it on.
Food doesn't just come off the shelves of Coles and Woolworths. It comes from a farmer somewhere. And it doesn't matter what country you're in, it comes from a farmer somewhere within that country. So to the people out there, start looking out for farmers.
He knows from too much experience that this is a critical time for his family business. Debbie Edward, News at 10.